Hi, Warrior, it's Traviseen here, and welcome back to our adventures in Azeroth. Today, we are going to continue questing in Uldum, guys. Let's have a chat here with Prince Nadoon. Romkahen will only wage war against Neferset if the High Council vote is unanimous. The odds are against us, but my brother needs to understand there is no reasoning with Deathwing's allies.
Getting Vizier Tanatep to go against my brother's wishes is going to be extremely difficult. His very position is based on
Quite a few quests
the will
here.
of Faerlina. I've had little luck making a case for open war against Neferset. Nevertheless, you must speak to him. Perhaps he will listen to an outsider's perspective. You will find the Vizier at the Akenet Fields on official business. High Priest Amet's vote is the only one that is completely outside of our control. You will vote as his divinations tell him, and nothing we do will dissuade him. I figure that gives us even odds either way. The only problem we face is that his clairvoyance has failed him ever since the barriers around Uldum fell. He will not cast a vote unless he regains power over his divinations. Take the stairs at either side of the Virnal Dam and speak to him to see what you can do to help.
This is him, right? The High Priest?
If we're to pass a resolution for war, the High Council's vote needs to be unanimous. I'm certain High Commander Kamzas will give us his vote once he hears about what happened at Orsi's. Please speak to him in Ramgahan and make sure that's the case. I must make preparations in case our plan fails. War, you say, divinations for war are always difficult. Some wars must never be fought, even if victory was assured. Some wars have to be waged even if defeat is certain. Slaying the foul creatures that plague the river will not be enough, hero. A new generation of these monstrosities already threatens to spawn within our holy waters. Seek their foul eggs and destroy them. Shortly after Uldum's protective barriers fell, the Virnal River became afflicted with a terrible corruption. Whether it was brought here maliciously or accidentally is not of great significance. The result is the same. As the river becomes clouded, so does our ability to peer into what the future holds for us. Look outside, hero. These foul creatures were never meant to live in the pristine waters of our river. Slay them so that the river may grant us visions once again.
Alright, so it looks like we're cleaning up the river, guys, so the priest can have clear visions. And then he can make his decision with the High Council. And hopefully if we help him here, I guess he'll vote the way we want him to. And choose to fight against Deathwing. And I hope you guys are doing well today. Doing pretty good. I'm getting that that after Christmas holidays lethargic feeling. I don't know if you guys get that feeling, but I don't know, when you do Christmas, there's always like so much, people just get too much food, man. I know it's like such a first world, it's not even a problem, but like it's just a lot of carbs. You know what I mean? During this time of year. I'm not complaining. You know, I love the food, but it just makes you feel lethargic after a while. And it's a busy time of year too, right? For a lot of people. It wasn't too busy for me. Like I mostly just hanged out with my immediate family, but yeah, some people are like, you know, traveling all over the place to see, like, you know, like different family members and stuff. So it can get busy. But I am looking forward to the new year. And that is going to be, I believe, tomorrow. It's the new year, right? This episode's coming out New Year's Eve. I think you got enough time. Get this guy down. So happy New Year's Eve, guys. You guys are watching this episode on New Year's Eve, or if you're watching on New Year's Day, Happy New Year's. I always do the videos a few days ahead, or a day ahead, just to give myself a little bit of room, just in case I have a day where I can't do videos. Emergencies pop up, stuff like that. Try to stay ahead so I can keep the channel going, keep the daily videos going. It's crazy how long I've been doing this. I've been doing this for like 5 years now. Just realized that too. That's another thing about like going into a new year. You kind of gives you some time just to think back about the year and like the past few years and stuff like that. And it's wild that I've been pretty much posting every day for close to 5 years now. My first video on this channel, well, close to 6 years actually. My first video on this channel was 6 years ago. I wasn't posting consistently back then, but I was mythic raiding in Battle for Azeroth, and I posted a video of slaying Mythic Cahoon. I forget the name of the raid. But it's the first raid in Battle for Azeroth. What raid is that? I think it's called Uldir. Yeah, Uldir. It was like it's like BFA's version of Ulduar, sort of. Not as cool as Ulduar, not at all. Ulduar is so... I just like the theme of that raid much more than Uldir. But Uldir was cool. It was like a mix between like a troll old god vibe to it. Yeah, that was the first video I posted on this channel. It was like I was playing a boomkin, and we slayed mythic Uldir. And the boomkin's name was Baba Shua. I don't know how I thought of that name, but it just came to mind when I was making the druid. Yeah, it was good times. It's a long time ago. I never mythic raided again after that. I just kind of quit. Burnt me out.
I thank you, hero. This will make our prophetic visions that much clearer. Yes, hero.
Nice played
I
helmet.
can feel the disruption in the river fading, yet I feel the source
No
of
strength
this
here,
taint
though.
still lingers. Ah, I can already see more clearly, hero. We are right to be wary of the evil Neferset. I can already
There we
sense
go.
that they're behind the forces.
You can
that
see
corrupt the
clearly
river.
now the rain is
Go
coming.
underwater once more and find the Murk-Deep Cavern. You will find the Neferset are performing a foul ritual of corruption. Stop them so the river is cleansed once again.
Alright, here we go. Yeah, I got burnt out during
How
that
are
raid.
you?
Well, mythic raiding.
Just lucky to escape, hero.
Safe travel.
I'm
The
not
game
sure
was
I'd feel right if we didn't take care of them
was very
ambushers.
grindy back
How's
then.
about you get back up to Kartut's
Especially
too,
if you wanted
and
to
give them
mythic
little
raid.
buggers what fare. It's off to the northeast, just inside the entrance to Oldham, if I recollect correctly. What are you looking at? I sure ain't in no condition to do it.
Okay, so we'll jump in the underwater cave here. And the reason why Battle for Azeroth was such a grind, you had to farm Azerite. They had, because World Quest did well in Legion. So they're like, you know what? We're going to double down on World Quest since people like them, and we're going to put them in Battle for Azeroth, and you're going to farm this resource called Azerite. And, you know, the more you farm it, the stronger your neck piece gets. So as a mythic raider, you're kind of... most guilds expect you to to try to get it as high as you can get it, right? And if your neck is a higher item level and gets stronger, then you're obviously doing more damage. So pretty much every day you're doing like, I don't know, 10 plus world quests, and then a bunch of weeklies and dungeons, farming as much Azrae as you can so your neck's strong. And it was just brutal. It's just too much. And that's why they got rid of that in I believe in Dragonflight. They started to get rid of stuff like that type of farming. And now world quests are more of like an optional thing in the War Within. So the game's a lot more chill now, which is good. It makes mythic raiding, I guess, more viable to more people. Did he give us like an item to like make this guy weaker? Because he's kicking the crap out of us. Oh my gosh, dude. Well, I guess we couldn't stop that ritual. Stop the Neverset ritual. We were in the right. Stop them so the rivers. Go underwater once more. Find the Murk Deep Cavern. You'll find Neverset performing a foul ritual of corruption. I don't think he gave us anything to, like, deal with that. We just got wrecked. Yeah, Battle for Azeroth was a grind. The game's much better now. I honestly think retail's in a pretty good spot. The only problem is they've kind of hurt the Mythic Plus community by introducing this new game mode called Delves into the War Within. So players can now choose to pretty much not do Mythic Plus. Because Mythic Plus used to be like sort of a requirement to get like better gear from your Mythic cache at the end of the week. But now people don't have to do that. And it kind of hurts the Mythic Plus scene, because now people just don't have to do Mythic Plus. And Mythic Plus is known to be a little bit toxic. You know, some like if you wipe one time, people will just leave the group, and it can be actually kind of tough to get into a group for it as well. Can we kill this guy? Like, kind of strong, dude. Like, he's got like 193k health. Kick the Shadow Bolt. Just make sure he doesn't Shadow Bolt, I guess. Could be able to take him down. Kick the Shadow Bolt. Good, we stopped the ritual. Look at us go. And at the end of the tier, you have to farm Mythic Plus like crazy to get your gear up to like Mythic rating standards. So the game kind of turns into like a job at that point, and you're just like, it's just not as fun. It's just not fun. So I just never Mythic rated again after that. And I like raiding. Ratings, I enjoy it, but one thing that bugs me about it, I just don't like the schedule, and it's the only way that works. I don't like having to be on at a certain time every week, like 3 times a week. Just not a fan of that. So that's why I kind of usually take a break from raiding for a while. thinking about raiding on the mage, maybe. I don't think I'll be doing like Cataclysm raiding. I'm just not interested in it because I did it before, like back when Cataclysm was out.
The waters of the river are nearly cleansed. Our prophetic visions will soon return. You might have dealt with the symptoms of our problem, hero. But I've been studying these foul beasts, and the eggs are not laid here by them.
But who knows? Maybe I'd jump into Dragon Soul.
Their eggs to the dam, but whatever is laying them will be found upstream. Go northeast to the river's main source and deal with the root of the corruption. What manner of creature are you? You will leave the king's lands before. Wait. You are that hero I've heard so much about. You must pardon my lack of hospitality. We have seen all manner of hostile intruders since the barrier around Uldum failed. I have devoted my life to serving the king. That service is unrivaled in importance by anything, with one exception, my son. Tehei was captured by Neferset sentries. They claim my son was trespassing upon their territory. Faerus is attempting to negotiate his release, but I fear for the worst. If you were to find Tehei, I would pledge my vote to you. I do not know where they take the prisoners, but I've seen the guards consult maps to guide them through the thick vegetation. No need to fill me in on the events of Narcissus. Here, I've heard about them all. And about you. Any enemy of Allied here is a friend of mine. They say a chain is only as strong as its weakest link. I subscribe to that theory and expand upon it. Rather than removing a weak link, one must strengthen it. The other links will step up their performance out of fear of they themselves becoming the weakest link. In my army's case, our weak link has a hero. Salhe. You'll find him training near the bottom of those stairs. Start him off with something easy. The hyenas on the hills to the west, perhaps. We have a sizable army, but I'm afraid the coming showdown with the Neferset hordes will demand that all able-bodied Tol'vir of Ramkahan and Orsi's join in the fight. I want you to be at the forefront of our recruiting efforts. Go across the river to the Akenet fields and recruit the laborers that work there. It is a great honor to meet you, hero. I've heard much about you. Commander Kansas has a special mission for me. Wait, don't tell me. It's hyenas again. Very well, I shall do my best. Meet with me at the Sunwatcher's Ridge. I won't disappoint you.
Hey, here we go. We gotta slay some crocodiles, free a prisoner, and then we'll get another vote. We're earning votes right now. Yeah, who knows? I don't know if I'll raid in Cataclysm. I will be honest, I'm enjoying the classic anniversary servers more. I think I just like that version of WoW the most. So if I'm gonna do endgame, it'll probably be on the mage, I think. Or on the hardcore warrior if I get the warrior to 60. That has been quite the challenge. Had a couple deaths so far. Couple silly deaths. But I think we'll get there. Enjoying playing as a Thorn. Yeah, I like the leveling on the Goblin. I've enjoyed doing the Goblin leveling. The starting zone was fun. And the tanking the dungeons all the way up has been fun as well. And also checking out these zones again. And the new zones to the how they changed the zones for Cataclysm. Pretty much revamped all of Azeroth pretty much. And that's been cool to check out as well. So I'm not too sure if I want to like join a guild and then all that stuff, do all that stuff again like I did on my Boomkin and Wrath of Lich King. And another cool thing about Classic, you don't really need to join a guild to do the raids and get the gear you want. You can always you can pug most of the Classic raids because they're fairly easy, especially Molten Core. There isn't too much mechanics to do the raids in vanilla. Especially in Molten Core. Just don't pull thread off the tank and don't stand in mechanics and everything will be fine. Decurse when you have to, as a mage. Like in Molten Core, we're just going to be spamming Frostbolt the whole time. It's going to be like really chill. And then the odd trash pack that has like multiple mobs in it will be able to spam Arcane Explosion a little bit, and then it's just back to frost bolting. Eventually we'll have like a decurse duty to do on a boss, but that's about it. To hand out some, manas. And Marvel Rivals keeps growing in popularity. They got over 20 million players playing the game recently. And I'm not surprised. The hype is still... The game's still growing. It's clearly been a success. Everything they're doing is right, you know what I mean? It's a hero shooter style of game with the Marvel IP. So like superheroes that everybody loves in it. It's also free to play. So there isn't a big barrier to entry. You don't need an awesome computer to play it either. You can play it with like a computer that's like mine, that's like 7 years old. And it's a good game, supposedly. It's not just, and a lot of people say, oh, it's just Overwatch, man.
Well, that wasn't all that great.
It's not really just Overwatch. The game is different.
Listen, hero. Before you give up on me, there's something I'd like to show you. You see, I'm not much of a fighter. I'm not very coordinated. I'm more of a tactical mind. Meet me at the southern end of the ridge, and I'll show you.
What are we doing? Trying to recruit laborers now? The goblin that rescued Prince Nadoon is the only goblin I'll ever take orders from. I'll defend Ramkin with my bare hands if I have to. Yeah, it's not the same as Overwatch. It's third person. It's a third person shooter. Overwatch is first person. So that's a big difference. And there's clearly been a rise in third person shooters lately. Like, you know, look at Overwatch, right? I mean, look at Fortnite, I mean. It's like one of the biggest third person shooters ever. And that did great. And Marvel Rivals made their game third person, and it's doing great as well.
You are a born leader, hero. It'll be good to have you by our side when war comes to these lands.
Okay. Do we want this dagger? No. It's a nice dagger. It's one-handed dagger. It's better than our other weapon. There's our axe. Yeah, it's actually much better. Take it. I think they made it third person because they really wanted to show like the superheroes.
Aren't they beautiful?
Yeah.
Since I was a cub,
They want you to be able to
I've
see
always
the
wanted to be a
superhero doing
I was even
superhero
enjoying
stuff.
the army. But as you've seen, my combat skills are not all quite there. This is not the first time I've been sent to kill hyenas.
Talk to
As a
him.
matter of fact, I get sent here so often that I've befriended these lions and trained them to do my bidding. They are my soldiers, and at my command, they will slay legions of hyenas. Watch.
Oh, look at him. Hyenas approach from your left flank. Engage them. Engaged. No, this one isn't engaging, though. Can we attack? So we got Fierce Roar. Command Salhead Lions. To let out a fierce roar, causing enemies to roam in fear. Increases your attack speed by 40%. This is Claw Flurry. In addition, attacks strike an additional nearby opponent lasts 12 seconds. I don't know why these hyenas are like attacking lions. Usually hyenas are pretty smart. And they kind of avoid lions unless they're like, you know, injured. Then they group up and bite their ankles and attack them. Is he getting by? No, I gotta go get this hyena. No, they're actually doing a good job here. But I don't think they're going to win this battle. Let's group them all up here, guys. And then we'll do the AoE Fear. Perfect timing for that. We're barely losing any health. There we go. The lions put in work.
Not bad, huh? Maybe you can put a word in with the High Commander. Maybe he'll put us in charge of our own squad.
A nice helmet here. 2,333 armor, plate helmet, 220 strength, 331 stamina, 136 mastery, and 153 hit. We'll put that on. That's an
What do
upgrade.
you think, hero? Maybe the High Commander will give me a few men to command. Maybe we can marshal a regiment together. What do you think?
Yeah, Regiment of Lions. Take over Azeroth. So where's this? What we got to do over here? Need the armaments. Okay. Just a good group of these guys here. I think we'll be able to handle them. I'm getting wrecked right now. Yeah, that's a, gotta watch out for that. Those are close. You can't just dive in there like that. I just thought we could wreck Bladestorm and take them all down, but that was not the case at all. Gotta pull them one by one. Or a pack at a time. I wonder if they gave us anything to deal with these mobs here. I'll throw a hatchet at one to see if they all come. Yeah, they're all coming. What the heck? This isn't good. Retaliation this time. I don't think we're going to be able to do this. They expect us to kill them all? Well, I guess they do. Did more spawn? We didn't get a victory rush proc. I will eat up again. I think I need to buy some more food here. That was bandage. Alright, we got the armaments. Now we just need the Delta map. Yeah, I wonder if we could do a pull like that. I want to try it again. Let's get our health back up. Because I can group them up and then do stuff like this, like thunderclap, and then it spreads all the bleeds. Bleed doesn't do too much damage, but it's better than nothing. That's what I should have done the last time.
This might be the map you're after. You've obtained a map of the Faerlina River Delta. Hieroglyphs depicting a chain Tolvir mark the southeastern corner of the map. Perhaps Tahei was brought there when he was imprisoned.
You return Pexelgex. How did the operation go? This is quite timely. I will distribute these armaments to my best men and to the laborers that you recruited. I have a feeling they'll show as much courage as my best trained captains. And we get some pretty good plate risks here. I think they're better than what we have. 123 strength, 184 stamina, 64 crit, and 92 haste. I think that's an upgrade. So I'll put those on.
Sal, hey? A tactician, you say, Han. Very well. If you'll vouch for him, we might be able to arrange something.
All right, so there we go. We got a few people here. We still have to do a few more quests, and then we'll have everyone ready for the votes during the High Council meeting. So that is going to be the end of today's episode, guys. Next episode, I guess we're gonna continue questing in Uldum. Maybe we'll get to level 84 soon, because I believe once we get level 84, we're gonna unlock a bunch of dungeons to do, and then we'll get back to the dungeon grind again. But that is going to be the end of today's episode, guys. As always, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.